Are we ready?
Are we?
Terrible stories, creating a whole new radio experience for you.
Okay, maybe I just.
Your host.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
House on Spotify and iTunes.
Got a lot of stuff coming.
Gentlemen,
King of Biker Radio, baby.
hail to the king, baby.
Often replicated, but never duplicated, let me tell you. We got a hell of a show for you today. Hell of a show for you today. We're going to be talking about some bikers that stood out there and protected the community. Also, I gotta give a big shout out to the Latin Kings, baby, out in Chicago over on 26th Street. Yeah, they were out there. They weren't letting it happen in their neighborhood. Not letting it happen. So, great stuff there, LKs, man. And you know what? It seems like, it depends what neighborhood you're in Chicago. But, yeah, you don't want to go into some, man, because they ain't allowing that crap to go on. And, I know gangs get a bad rap and stuff. But, hey, that was the whole purpose of them, is to protect the neighborhood and stuff. Also, hey, for the clubs out there and the bikers that are out there protecting the community, that is awesome. Chirac, baby, I know at least here it's been going up in flames. It's not called Chirac for nothing. They all out there acting a fool right now, all acting a fool. So, stuff we got in the news today, man. We're going to be talking about some motorcycles, some stuff with the club scene. Yeah, we're mixing it up today, man. And, I think we're going to keep on this format because a lot of people like it, man. A lot of people like it. So, without further ado, man, we're going to want to get over there and get on the biker news, baby. Okay, man, out of WPSD Local 6. If you're over on Spotify or the radio, man, you got to come see this mugshot. This dude's funny as hell. Leanne Fuller, a fire set to a chair outside of a biker clubhouse. I don't think that would go good. The McCracken, man. What is that? The Clash of the Titans? Did they name that after that or something? I don't know. County Sheriff's Department says in a press release that a 41-year-old Tyrone Travis of Paducah was arrested for disorderly conduct, alcohol intoxication. He had to do that stupid crap. Arson and terroristic threatening after being accused of setting a garbage can and a chair on fire outside of the Cycle Knights building. If you're in Kentucky, you probably know who they are. Me, I never heard of them. Sorry, never heard of them. Deputies say they saw smoke coming. It sounds like it's a cop club. I don't know. Coming from the Benton Road and Kentucky Street, and several bystanders were trying to extinguish a fire. They also say that because of the fire, the building has minor damage. Again, you guys gotta look at this mugshot. It's funny as hell. Travis was found walking down Benton Road with a lighter. Well, maybe he was, smoking, man. You smoking that 420, you need that lighter. He was also served with a McCracken County bench warrant for failure to appear in district court. How are you going to blame the guy, man? Everything's been shut down because of COVID, man. And then you got all this foolishness happening around the country. How can you go to court? I think he's got a reasonable way to, tell him why he didn't show up. McCracken County, Kentucky, a sergeant with the McCracken County Sheriff Department says someone set fire. Well, this story was updated. Cycle Knights. Hey, would you guys let me know who the Cycle Knights are? I don't even feel like looking them up. But it does sound like a cop club. But that was the updated version of a big story that went down there. Next one, man. This is a pretty good one. This is what I was telling you about. Biker groups stand guard at Lincoln Park. Quick Trip to keep employees safe.
The riots in West Duluth. A Quick Trip employee was attacked by several people. Tonight, a group of bikers was there to make sure employees stay safe. The Duluth chapter of the Thermodons were at the West Duluth Quick Trip Sunday night, a gas station that they say is a frequent stop for them. They were there to make sure the employees were as safe as they walked to their cars. Members say the employees were happy to have them there.
Just here making sure that the employees are
safely making it to their vehicles after seeing the video last night. We come in here all the time, and they were definitely happy for us to
rock and roll, man,
be here and make sure everything went okay.
When our crew was at the gas station tonight, there were no crowds.
Well, of course there's no crowds, man. You got bikers out there, man. They won't let that nonsense and then that foolishness happen. Not going to happen with the bikers there. Good stuff, though, man. Good stuff. Let's go over to the Providence Journal. We got some more movement in the alleged Hells Angel leader. He's asking again that a Rhode Island judge step aside. This by Katie Mulvaney. Yes, if you've been following this story like we have, a lot of it's coming from Katie Mulvaney. The purported president of the state chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club is challenging a judge's refusal to step aside from hearing this case, arguing that it could create an appearance of impropriety given her husband's 24-year career with the state police. Joseph Lancia, 28 of Smithfield, is asking Superior Court Judge Christian E. Rogers to step down from the state's case, charging him with trying to kill an acknowledged one-time Hells Angel prospect outside the club's Mesner Street clubhouse. Rogers is married to now Little Compton Police Chief Scott Rains, who retired as a lieutenant with the state police in February. Yeah, there might be some bias there, if you ask me. You know, you got the friggin' judge here, and then you got her husband who's a cop. Yeah, you know, and we already know how the cops don't like clubs. So yeah, I say it's a, I say it's a, conflict. In striking down, wait a second. Rogers on April 29th issued a ruling refusing to recuse herself from hearing the case stemming from a state police raid at the Hells Angels clubhouse on June 12th. In striking down the challenge raised by Lancia and his co-defendant Lance Amar, Rogers emphasized that her husband worked as the director of the Rhode Island Municipal Training Academy from 2011 through 2017. He returned to Uniform Division until his retirement and was not involved in the raid or writing the search warrants. His only visit to the Messer Street Clubhouse was in 24, when he was part of the tactical team that helped secure the premise. Well, this is a huge conflict of interest right there. Huge. There's going to be bed talk. That's what happens. She's going to, even though she says she can't discuss the case, she's going to sit there and while he's, eating some ping taco, she's going to be telling him what's going on with this case. So yeah, this is a huge conflict. Quote, to suggest that Chief Rain's entry into the particular premise decades ago creates an appearance of impropriety is an unreasonable as concluding that recusal is required in a motor vehicle accident case where a judicial officer's spouse patrolled the roadway on which that accident occurred. Problem is, you're not going to be impartial. You're going to have this dude whisper in your ear, hey, this, and that, and you being his wife, and enjoying that, when he's going out for pink tacos, is going to talk. How can you be impartial? See, I should write a brief for your court, man. See, I'm more blunt than the attorneys are. They got to be all, tipsy-turvy. They got to be all freaking politically correct with you. But personally, me, I tell you straight up and why. Lancia now asked that the ruling be stayed, arguing that the decision relied on information about Rain's tenure and assignments that were not part of the record in the case. Lancia, through his lawyer Joseph, cites Superior Court rules that specify that a judge may not investigate facts in matter independently and shall only consider evidence presented in the case. The only thing that sucks, man, is, these lawyers are going to piss her off, and if he is found guilty, she's going to give him the max. That's what's going to happen. But he does have some appeal stuff here, I believe. The state, which has not responded, had previously argued that there was no conflict because Rains was not a member of the state police at the time. Problem is, he still has his law enforcement ties and he's married to the judge. He can't get a fair trial. You know, the objections that are probably going to be raised are going to be overruled by her. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in here. The prosecutors dismissed his arguments as clearly just a ploy to create the appearance of a conflict. Anybody looking at this can see it's a conflict. Come on, give me a break, man. He argues that he has plans to challenge the validity of the search warrant supporting the raid, which he asserts relied on false statements and omissions by Trooper Michael Reynolds III. Raines worked with Reynolds' father, Michael Reynolds, in the Lincoln Barracks and was his subordinate. Another issue he says he intends to raise is the propriety of prolonged warrantless state police surveillance on Measure Street, namely a poll camera set up 15 years ago when he was on the force. Ooh, good point there. He faults the state police for ramming into the clubhouse with a tank-like vehicle and storming the building with machine guns and flashbang grenades, based on misleading information hours after he had turned himself in. Quote, as such, the court will be called upon to rule upon the propriety, conduct, or results of the Rhode Island State Police investigation. It goes on to say even the appearance of impropriety as established by the Supreme Court precedent undermines the administration of justice and public confidence in court. He was arrested as part of an investigation of shots fired near the West Side Clubhouse. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? I think there is a real freaking conflict here. Like I stated, you know, you got this cop there. Pillow talk's gonna happen. She can't say it's not, and he's gonna put his 2 cents in. She's not impartial. I'm just sorry about that. You're not. So if you're watching this, you know, go below. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, let's go to a motorcycle, man. Yes, a motorcycle. If you're over on the radio, come check us out on YouTube, and you'll see this bike right here. This is out of Auto Evolution, and we're going to be covering motorcycles a lot more, too, during Biker News. Because, you know, let's just face it, we're bikers. You know, we don't have to hear about club news all the time and this and that. Let's get into some bikes. The article, let's see who wrote this here. Daniel, let's check what you got to say, man. Because June is two-wheeler month here at Auto Evolution, expect to see a wealth of crazy vehicles from this category being displayed before your eyes. Older or newer, famous or less, so all will get their time under the spotlight. Rock on, man, rock on. Let's see here. That's a picture of a freaking nice bike right there. You know, I like the lines. I like how it flows through to the rear wheel. It does have a little bit of an OCC look, and everybody knows how I can't stand OCC. But I like the mags on it. That's pretty cool stuff right there. Also, you got them freaking, nice babes. Let's go to some pictures of this, man. She's pretty hot, man. Then it gives all angles of the bike. I like the exhaust right there. The exhaust is pretty freaking cool. As well, the rear wheel, it's decent. I wonder what its torque and all that stuff is. But yeah, that is the pictures right there. Pretty good stuff. Let's go back and see what it has to say. We got to refresh there. Well, set off with a build. They're calling it Airstrike High Necker. The insanely looking machine is an older work of a German Harley dealer that doubles as a custom garage. Called Thunderbike, the group has been in business of making custom Harleys for 20 years. You gotta admit, Dan, those German women are pretty cute, you know. They got a lot of cute ones, then they got a lot that, don't shave too good. You know what I'm saying? You guys get it. But the company is also building its own custom frames. You know what? I always talk to guys that build bikes when they're starting their framework and stuff. stuff. I was like, aren't you freaking nervous, man, about, welding up your own frames and stuff? Because one wrong move, that bike's done. Which most get Harley made hardware, which, nowadays, is probably Japan. We've talked about its RS Lambo or Outer Limit. You can click the links in the story if you want. Both extreme and both meant as tribute to Lamborghinis. Man, would I love just once drive a Lamborghini. Full speed, gone. That's what I want to do. It talks about the gallery, which is the pictures. If you're on the radio, again, you got to come over and look at them. Airstrike Highnecker has been built on one of the Germans' custom frame. It comes, of course, with a Harley powertrain. But other than that, most of the parts used on the build are Thunder Bike's own creation. Rock and roll. Mounted inside the frame is a Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle 110 cubic, baby. Linked to an OEM Harley Trans. The power developed by the engine is put to the ground by means of mild monoblock wheels, size 23 and 21 inches. The list of the custom-made parts include the fuel tank handlebar, rocker boxes, headlight, tail light. Mechanical hardware such as the brake, suspension, swing arm are also from Thunder Bike. The exhaust stand is Jekyll and Hyde. As most of their builds, this too is one-off. It has been made not to be sold, but to showcase what Germans can do and the parts they have available. You know what? It'd be cool. Yeah, everybody likes the V-twins and stuff. I like to see them take a BMW and go with it. A BMW go with it, man. That would be freaky. Anyway, autoevolution.com is where this article is. You can check out more of the pictures and stuff. And they got a whole bunch of stuff, articles on all kinds of bikes. This is the kind of site, a lot of people ask me, well, what sites do you really like? These are the type of sites I like, is all the tech stuff. Now, let's go to the Wall of Shame. This out of the HeraldTribune.com. Sarasota police officer on leave after kneeling on a man's neck. What is it with these cops kneeling on necks, man? Jesus. Let's take a little pic. There's a video over here. You check it.
10-3 on Adam 1 for Dixie Avenue, 10-3 on Adam 1.
There, 1, do you have eyes on our guys?
There it is.
That's 10-4.
Yep, on the neck. Yep, I can vouch.
Just got some bystanders kind of closing in on them a little bit, but they appear.
Yep, come on over and check out that video. But anyway, a video that surfaced shows a Sarasota policeman kneeling on a man's back and neck while he was arrested in May. It prompted Sarasota Police Chief Bernadette DePino, who 48 hours earlier condemned the tactic, to put the officer on administrative leave. The Sarasota Police Department issued a statement saying it was tagged in a social media post showing a portion of a video of an arrest of Patrick Carroll, a black 27-year-old Sarasota man who was later charged with felony possession of ammunition by a convicted felon. He was also charged with misdemeanor resistance of arrest. DePino put the male officer who has not yet been identified. So we're putting the Sarasota Police Department into the Wall of Shame. That's until you give me the name. Chief DePino was disturbed to see an officer kneeling on the head and neck of an individual in the video. While it appears the officer eventually moves his legs to the individual's back, this tactic is not taught, used, or advocated by our agency. Carroll, who was allegedly involved in a fight on Dixie Avenue with a woman, did not require medical attention and did not complain about injuries during the incident. An unidentified man who took cell phone video of the arrest, which shows Carroll lying handcuffed face down on the ground, shouts at officers, "You got your knee on my man's neck." Man on his neck, bro. I guess the Bonics didn't work for you. While the incident apparently did not cause harm, it strikes an eerie resemblance. Now everybody's going to use this. Video of George Floyd, who died after Minneapolis policeman Derek Chauvin kneeled on his neck. So, you're going to be seeing a lot of these videos, and no, you shouldn't have cops putting their legs on your neck and stuff, because right there it's going to cut off your circulation. You're not going to be able to breathe, none of that stuff. So let's go into my final thoughts, and we'll talk more about this. Okay, as always, I always tell you this, so do it. Do it for Hollywood. Go over there and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and subscribe over on YouTube. Listen with us in the car, or listen to us in the car over on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Plug us into your radio on the bike, man. Take us with you. Again, all major podcasts and platforms, and for your daily biker news, HarleyLiberty.com. So, here we go again with a video of a cop putting his leg in somebody's neck. You know, what is it with you guys? Hopefully, there's lessons to be learned where you guys don't do that again. But you guys are slow learners. I get it. You're slow learners. You have to have training for everything. You know, you can't use common sense. I get it, okay? You don't have to keep telling me this. But, yeah, you know, after this happens, I believe there's going to be a lot more emphasis on this kind of stuff. And, hey, with these riots being as bad as, you know, I think they're worse than, you know, in 92. In LA. So, you know, a lot of looting and there's a lot of other stuff behind this. This country's been, like I've been talking about, man, they've been teetering on this freaking, we're all divided and stuff. Do I think we'll ever come together? Hell no, man. You know, the left don't like the right don't like the left, the middle can't stand either one. So I don't know, man, if it's ever going to come together. But after this crisis with all these governors like our schluck here in Illinois locking everybody down, people are restless now, man. And people see the want for control that these politicians are giving people. So, yeah, you know, come on, guys, you damn cops. We already know your profile like hell. You know, maybe use your brains one of these days. What did you guys think about that freaking mugshot? Again, get over here from the radio and check out that mugshot. That was some funny crap right there. Let me know who that club is, because quite frankly, I'm not searching for it. It sounds like a cop club. I don't know, man. But anyway, the guy got arrested for setting a chair on fire. You know, arson, threw all this big stuff at him for setting a damn freaking chair on fire. Come on, man. Give me a break. But hats off over to the bikers that were over at that quick trip, man. That's some good stuff. You know, that... You know, we're seeing a lot of clubs doing that around the neighborhoods because, quite frankly, the cops can't control what's going on. And, you know, you got these leftist people don't want the National Guard in. One thing that these rioters and stuff better freaking figure out is if you don't stop, and if they do call in the regular military, it's going to go to martial law. And you're really not going to like what happens when martial law is freaking filed. See, I know a lot of you people didn't do civics or don't know the history of this country. But, you know, the Insurrection Act, it's not no joke, man. You will be facing off against the 101st Airborne. Or you'll have freaking Black Hawk choppers up in the air watching you. So... keep being idiots. That's all I have to say. Stop, you know, keep playing the fool, and you'll see just how quick, because I believe this president will use it, man. He'll do it in a heartbeat. You know, protesting, you know, you kind of, you know, I'm talking about peaceful protesting here. I'm not talking about these schlucks going around looting and stuff. But, you know, it's funny how a whole nation can come together and protest and get outraged and all that stuff. But when 9 bikers were killed down in Waco, Texas, where was the protesting, man? You know, yeah, you had a few bikers showing up at the courthouse and stuff, but never any meaningful protest. you got to have large numbers of people come out. And one thing the biker community does is stick together. So I don't understand when something like Waco happens, why there ain't a call put all over the country, all clubs, all independents. Let's congregate at this one place and show them what a bunch of bikers can do. So it does get disappointing. It does. What do you think about my BMW ideal for them builders out in Germany? I think that'd be pretty cool, man. As you all know, I got my Harley Fat Boy and I got a Suzuki Boulevard backup. I actually ride the Boulevard a lot more nowadays than I do the Fat Boy. So I don't know, man. I really like that Suzuki Boulevard, the C90. It's just comfortable, sounds good. But anyway, I'm into all kinds of bikes. If it's two wheels, that's cool. I'm digging them off-road ones too, man. Like the African, that thing looks pretty damn decent. And of course Triumphs and then rockets and stuff I'm really into. Anything with speed. So, but what do you guys think, man? Would that be pretty freaking cool to see them do a German bike? And what do you guys think about the freaking motorcycle segment that we're going to do? We're covering that. If you got any leads on, Wall of Shame, man, Corey Graff been helping us out a lot. But if you would like to see a bike featured, give us the links, man. We'll check it out, see how cool it is. Get involved in the show, man. Info at InsaneThrottleBikerNews.com. Let us know what you want to hear, what you want to see, all that good stuff. Don't forget Motorcycle Madhouse Radio, Thursdays at 7 o'clock. I do know that as riding season comes up upon us, it usually goes down to a different schedule, but when it does, I'll let you guys know. With that, I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe and ride hard.
I said goodbye, vamos, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jack.
#1 Internet Biker Radio Show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded so you never miss an episode.
Hi, this is James Hollywood Machikari. Join our YouTube channel and get Motorcycle Madhouse and tons of videos related to the bikers. Join now by subscribing for free and become part of the Throttle today. Always free and always entertaining. Don't forget to visit us at www.harleyliberty.com for your daily biker news. Rock on!